the facts are the facts. And when you look at the tariffs that he's talking about, and you have to distinguish because he's talking about different kinds of tariffs. But 25% across the board tariffs on all imports to the United States from Canada are not a targeted tariff. And you have to ask, what is the purpose of those tariffs? What's the goal that you're trying to achieve from creating that kind of a tariff regime? And I think they're questionable. I think the goals are questionable. I don't think the president's been that specific about what he's trying to accomplish. He talks about closing the border, in particular for fentanyl. Mm-hmm. He doesn't seem to acknowledge how very small the amount of fentanyl is that crosses from the Canadian border into the United States. Well under 1% of the fentanyl that crosses into the United States comes across the Canadian border. Where I have an expression, I don't know where it came from, but I view it as going mosquito hunting with an elephant rifle. It's just an overreaction to a problem. I think tariffs are a blunt tool, and I think they're dangerous to apply to accomplish non-trade related objectives. Donald Trump is very effective. I've read The Art of the Deal. I know Donald Trump. I've negotiated with Donald Trump on casino gaming in Pennsylvania. So I've negotiated with Donald Trump. I know how he thinks. I know what he does. He loves getting under the skin of the people, country that he's negotiating against. And I worry for the long-term interests of the United States, whether a complete irritation and disrespect of Canada in the end, our number one trading partner, in the end, whether that is the most effective way to be able to get to a deal that benefits the United States.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.